Hey, it's OV Janelle, Olivia again. So I'm trying out something new. I am doing a digital painting technique that I got from a fellow YouTuber and kind of a painting resource company, I think. I'll link in the description all the resources I got from them. No, so we're laying out flat color and then we're gonna lay out some different values. We're gonna do highlights and then shadows along with the flat color. Here we go with the shadows. I'm just trying to figure out here the basic shape of a face, and then I kind of like had this moment where I was like, oh, I remember how faces are supposed to look, and I lay it all out. So we're trying something new, and this is kind of a learning experience. This video is really impromptu. I didn't really plan it. I just said, hey, let's do a video, because it seemed like a good way to show some progress within the work I've been doing. Here's my highlights. I really didn't know what to do with the highlights either. By memory, I could figure that out. I did some research on different facial values a while back, so some of this is based on memory and other parts is based on just kind of discovery. So digital painting is something that I was never taught how to do. I didn't learn it in any kind of class because I didn't take a digital painting class in college. I took traditional painting and I took drawing and then some Illustrator and Photoshop classes. I actually didn't cover a lot of art in college. It was mostly art history, culture history, anthropology type stuff. So this is something that I'm surprised I didn't study more in college. A lot of my digital painting attempts have been exploratory, and I would kind of figure out different methods, then I'd forget a method and try something else. And honestly, when I go and I try to do a drawing, I have a tendency to not remember anything about the last one I did, and I don't remember if it turned out good. Then I think to myself, well, what did I do to make it turn out good? So now I'm trying to just actually acquire some basic knowledge on what needs to be done and try to continue on with that basic knowledge, improving on that knowledge and expanding upon it so that I have a resource in my head or even just within my YouTube playlists of things that would be helpful for me in the long run. So here I am doing some of that for practice. This drawing I am planning on selling on Society6, but I also want to do some prints for myself because I applied for a table at a local anime convention, SawesomeCon. It's a smaller convention comparable to one we used to have here called Motaku that is kind of in limbo, convention limbo. Like there's rumors that it's never coming back, there's rumors that they're trying to come back this year or next year or whatever. So it's a smaller convention, so a lot of less influential people within the anime convention get a chance to build their way up through whatever they want to do for conventions through the smaller conventions. I know it's not hard to get a panel for smaller conventions. I have a lot of friends who did panels at SawesomeCon last year, and it was really cool. I also had a lot of friends who tabled and did art stuff. There were some small businesses that I had never seen at larger conventions that were at SawesomeCon. And then there were all the regular ones that were always at the conventions. But it's always interesting to see either the up-and-coming people or the people who weren't able to wedge their way in at NakaCon or another convention. And so I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to get an artist alley booth. I applied for it. You have to apply, and then they basically, I guess, go over like, oh, this is what you have, and I guess decide whether or not it's worth their time to sell you the table to table with, because what the table comes with is it's $100 for the table, and then I think if I remember right, you get 2 adult weekend passes, and you have an option to stay at the convention hotel, which we did last year, but you get a discounted rate. So hopefully I get it. That would give me a sense of purpose at conventions. I tend to go to conventions, cosplay, and take pictures, go to panels, but then I leave the panels, and then I go shopping and spend too much money and get bored and go to the hotel room and just veg. So that would give me something to be there for, and it wouldn't just be one of those weird escape weekends that people tend to do even though they don't know why. I do enjoy conventions. I just always get there and it's like, oh yeah, this is kind of a weird situation. I'm not much of a people person. I don't like crowds. And I don't like walking around a lot, and being at a table would be nice because we'd be able to be sitting and trying to sell art and interacting with like customers like I do at work, which is something I like, but it would be in the anime convention setting. So that's what I'm planning on doing, and I hope it turns out the way I want it to be. Otherwise, I'm going to just go ahead and follow through with my other plans of sailing on Society 6, offering up commissions. That's another thing I would be doing at a table is commissions using Copics and color pencils and ink and everything like that, as well as selling prints and maybe doing some buttons or things like that. So that's what's going on with my life, aside from the learning how to digital paint. Yeah, it's been pretty great. I've been trying to learn all that I can and kind of gain back this skill that I seem to have lost over the span of time that I was in a dry spell for art. I have been trying to keep pretty positive and make 2017 my year to get my act together and be the person that I always kind of was told by copious amounts of people that I could be. So, with that being said, look forward to more art on all my social media pages and a few more videos here and there. I don't really like the video process that well. I like vlogging with a video of drawing in the background, so we're going to try that. So that's really all I have to say for you guys. I hope you have a good day, and peace out. Bye. One more thing before I go. Okay, so if you want to know what I'm selling at SawesomeCon other than this piece I've been working on, then you can go to my Facebook page, OVJanelle, I'll link it below. You have 2 folders to look at there that have works in progress in them. You have the works in progress folder that has all kinds of sketchbook things. Some of them have been finished, other ones have not. And then there is the line art folder that has all the things that have made it to the line art stage and I am working on currently. Besides that, there's all the things I finished, so you can go check that out and see what's going on. And you guys have a lovely day. Thank you for watching.